In this final video in the series, we're going to have a look at some strategies for using this plugin. So what I've got here is 70s drummer loaded up with a disco preset here. And I've got a little idea I'm working on for my Get to Know project. Let's have a little listen. So we've got 16 bars of this loaded up, ready to work with. Now, first of all, what we could do quite simply is program something in. So we could record and play the MIDI keyboard to get a groove going. Okay, so let's try putting something in for that. Now, first of all, what we could do is play something on the MIDI keyboard. Let's just put the metronome on. And I'm actually just going to open up the plugin and just work on that velocity range, because I'm going to find it easier to not go all the way down to the bottom in terms of the range, because it makes it a little bit hard for me to play it. Okay, so let's just program something in. This is just using the MIDI keyboard. You get the picture. So it's going to need some quantization. I've got a little bit of latency when I use the ScreenFlow recording software. So you get the picture. And then obviously from here, we could go through and amend this. So we could just switch the metronome off. So we can go through and edit it in the same way as we would do any other MIDI clip. Okay, so pretty standard. And remember, we've got all those articulations to choose from as well. So we could chuck in some kind of open hats that can be choked. And up higher up, we've got kind of flammy drums and rolls and things like that. So all those kind of articulations you'd be used to from a live drummer. Okay, so that's one way we could work with the plugin. Gives you a lot of flexibility in terms of getting exactly what you want. But of course, what we could also do is use some of the presets in terms of grooves. So let's just go ahead and play the loop and let's find a basic groove that sounds good. I quite like the sound of that one, so I'm going to drag this in. Now, what we could do from here, of course, is go and edit the MIDI, as we would have done after we've recorded it in, like I demonstrated before, but we could do this on the whole loop. So if you had another kick drum you wanted to add in, more of a modern kick drum kind of sound, you could delete the kick drum from the MIDI file here and just have the kind of top drums to work with, which is something I do quite a lot myself. So now we could say loop this, and then let's say we were looking for a fill at this point. Well, we could double click here, audition this one. Okay, sounding good. And then we could drag this in, and now we've got a drum fill added in there. So let's just make these to one region. That way we can build up a whole kind of track idea. Let's take the second part and maybe we could add some variation here. So let's try the ride groove. Remember, this is going to tell us it's 8th notes and it's got a ride in it. We've got 16th notes up there. Let's try the 16th note ride pattern. Yeah, let's try that one in there. Okay, we can loop that for a bit. Okay, and then let's say we wanted to go kind of half time. not really what I had in mind. Oh, what we could do is, let's try this. So now we've literally gone half time. So we could bring this in and we could try a section, which is going to be half the time. We could grab another fill. Just for fun, let's do it double the time. So we're going to get some super contrasting sections here because we're going half time, then double time. Might sound terrible, but let's give it a go. Okay, so you get the picture. So it doesn't really quite work that fast fill, but you get the idea. It's really fun to be able to build up kind of very complex drum arrangements being played by a great drummer. And of course, we could go through, as I said, and edit this MIDI so it works in exactly the way that you want it to in the context of the track that you're working on. So that brings us to the end of the video series on Abbey Road 70s Drummer. Such a wonderful plugin with so much scope for adding amazing drum parts to your tracks. I really hope you've enjoyed me taking you through the premise of this plugin, and I hope to have you back for another video series in the future. Thanks a lot for watching.